Title: She Doesn't Care Anymore. Don't do what most men do. Introduction. There comes a moment in every man's journey when he realizes painfully that the woman he once held close no longer looks at him the same way. The spark in her eyes fades, the texts become shorter, colder. The warmth becomes distance, and in this deeply uncomfortable silence, most men panic. They beg, they chase, they over-explain. They try to buy back affection with grand gestures or apologies. But what if that's exactly what pushes her further away? This isn't just about romance. It's about reclaiming your self-respect when it feels like love is slipping through your fingers. If she no longer cares, then the worst thing you can do is what most men instinctively do. This is your invitation to pause, to rethink, and to rise. 1. The moment you feel her pull away, when a woman starts emotionally detaching, it's rarely without reason, but it often happens quietly. The tone of her voice softens, not with love, but with indifference. Her attention is elsewhere. And the man who was once her priority becomes a background character. Many men sense this shift but don't know how to respond. So they act from fear. They text more, they apologize unnecessarily, they try to be more understanding, hoping she noticed their effort. But attention given from a place of insecurity isn't love, it's desperation. And desperation repels, especially when a woman has already emotionally checked out. 2. Why she doesn't care anymore. There are countless reasons why a woman might pull away. Emotional neglect, unmet needs, unspoken resentment, or simply a slow erosion of emotional connection. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you, everything to do with her internal journey. But here's the hard truth. The more you push to win her back when she's no longer emotionally available, the more you affirm to her that you don't value yourself. A woman doesn't lose interest because you stop chasing. She loses respect when you start pleading. 3. The male urge to fix it. Men are natural problem solvers. When something's broken, the instinct is to repair it. So when a relationship starts crumbling, men try to fix it with logic, explanations, gifts, or endless conversations. But emotional distance isn't a leak in the pipe. It's a sign of imbalance in energy and respect. And the more you try to fix it, the more she feels like the power dynamic is shifting. You're now the one chasing. She's the one choosing. And in that imbalance, attraction dies. 4. The silent power of self-control when she no longer cares. Your silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. Most men are terrified of doing nothing. They think if they don't act, they'll lose her. But often, the strongest move is no move at all. When you stop chasing, when you return to yourself, when you reinvest in your own life, that's when you become attractive again. Not to her necessarily, but to the world, and most importantly, to yourself. 5. What happens when you do what most men don't? Timidins. She pulls away. And instead of panicking, you pause. You don't flood her inbox with questions. You don't show up at her door. You don't call her friends. You let her go without resentment. Without drama, you begin showing up differently. You go to the gym, you work on your focus, you improve your craft, you rebuild your friendships. You stand taller. Not for her, but for you. And in that dignified detachment, you reclaim your power. 6. The beauty of letting her walk away. Leading someone walk away when they no longer want to stay is one of the most painful but freeing experiences. In life, it's in that moment that you realize your worth was never in her hands. You are simply borrowing your self-esteem from her attention. Now it's time to own it fully. She may come back, she may not. But the real victory lies in how you held yourself in the storm. 7. Rebuilding your inner world when she stops caring. Not the end. It's a mirror. A mirror reflecting the areas of your life you've neglected. Your dreams, your health, your friendships, your discipline, your emotional boundaries. Use this moment as an awakening. Rebuild yourself not to attract her back, but to become a man you're proud of. With or without her. 8. Replace desperation. With direction, direction is the antidote to desperation. When you have purpose, when you know where you're going, you stop orbiting around someone else's emotional availability. Pick a goal, vision, a mission, something bigger than you, and pursue it with relentless focus. Let her absence become the fire that pushes you to become unstoppable. 9. Emotional strength. Isn't coldness its clarity? You don't have to become emotionally unavailable. You don't need to shut down. Emotional strength is about feeling deeply but choosing wisely. You can love her, miss her, even grieve. But you do so without losing your self-respect. That's the difference. You don't need her permission to keep becoming better. 10. When she sees you've changed, but not for her, there may come a time when she notices the shift in you. The calm confidence, the grounded energy, the peace. She might reach out. Test the waters. See if she still has a hold on you. And here's where most men fail again. They make it all about her again. But you won't, because now you've tasted your own strength. And you won't trade that for crumbs of attention. 11. Final reflection. She was a chapter, not the story. She came into your life for a reason. Maybe to awaken you, maybe to mirror your blind spots, maybe to teach you that not everyone you love will stand. That's okay. Your story doesn't end with her. It begins with who you choose to become now. Don't do what most men do. It's the rare thing. Choose silence over begging, strength over pleading, dignity over drama, and in that quiet, powerful stance you become unforgettable. Conclusion, a message. From Awaken Mindset, Tiff, this message spoke to your spirit. It's because you're already on the journey of becoming the man you were meant to be, not one who pleads for love, one who stands firm in self-worth. At Awaken Mindset, we create reflections like this, not just to comfort, but to challenge, to help you awaken something deeper, stronger, wiser. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing to the channel. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you're not alone. You're simply in the process of rising.